Hey guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recaps. Today, we're going to have some fun. Happy Saturday, everybody. I wasn't going to record anything else today, being Saturday, and I thought, you know what, I'm coming off the high of this last video, and if you didn't see it, please go watch this one, because I have gotten the best response to it. I had so much fun making it. I hear you loud and clear. Everybody's asking me to do more like this, and I will. Believe me, I'll start saving those comments in a folder and we'll trot them out whenever you want. But thank you everybody who reached out and left me wonderful comments about that video. But what I wanted to do is I have like a sheet of paper with all these like bullet points on it of things that I just want to sit down and talk about. I want to have a conversation with you and things that I didn't know where to stick in a video. So I thought, why not just have like a weekend roundup of things that are fun or funny or that have happened that I want to discuss. So I have a bunch of things I want to talk about. And at the end, I really want to talk about the Royal Ascot. Because hello, did you see Catherine? If not, don't worry, I have pictures. But I have lots of stuff to talk to you guys about. From the week, from videos to behind the scenes stuff and the reaction to today's video, all that. But before I do, I brought in a co-host to help me with this. Say hello.
Hello, I'm co-host. Hey, this is Jay. You may know me as Dr. Bad Vibes on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. And if you don't, please subscribe, please.
That's not how they know you. That's not your name. What's your new name?
Birthday Horse.
No. Sexy voice.
Oh, yeah, I got the...
Oh, please stop doing that.
I got the angelic voice.
So, guys, before we even transition, let's go back to this voice. I'm obsessed with HG Tutor. I really like his videos. He's a lot of fun. And so I've been trying to get Jay to do his best HG Tutor. I'm putting you on the spot. We can't do British accents. I love the UK. I wouldn't commit a hate crime, but just for grins, just give it a try.
Oh, I can't remember what he sounds like.
Deep voice and hello.
Hello, I am the narcissist. I'm here to talk about myself.
Yeah.
I guess that's what narcissists do.
Oh, but he's very, like, he sounds very, like, sexy and clever, and I really like his voice. So, yeah, I've been trying to get Jay to do the HG Tutor voice because it's a lot of fun, but... Anyway, guys, we just thought we'd get on mic and just have fun, have a conversation, have a cup of coffee, or if it's, it's later in the day, let's have a cocktail and talk. And in the background, you'll see just a collection of ridiculous pictures that I like to share. So let's take a look at those and just have a conversation, shall we? And again, thank you so much for being here. Can I just start off by saying, my goodness, I'm at 95,471 subscribers as I'm recording this. I can't even believe it. I can't believe we'll be at 100,000 soon. I've heard you loud and clear about we should do something to celebrate it. Heck yes, we should. I've been thinking about that. I'm not sure exactly what yet. And what I'm thinking is it's hard. I mean, I will be celebrating and talking about when I hit 100,000, but I'm thinking I'll do something fun for the unboxing. I'll unbox the plaque that they send for the 100,000. It takes a little while to come in, but when it comes in, I'll come up with something to special to celebrate, to unbox it. Something. We'll come up with something. I live in Florida. Maybe we'll do it at the beach or something. I don't know. We'll figure out something. But anyway, guys, let's get into what's happening this week and what's going on with all of us. So at the time that I'm recording this video, I'm just looking back at that video I just posted. It's got like 19,000 views, but it's got 2,000 thumbs up and 814 comments. That's amazing. Again, everybody has reached out. Thank you for that. If you haven't watched it, I encourage you to go watch it. Some people are saying it's their favorite video I've ever posted. But let's circle back to that for a minute because you guys have me laughing so hard. So in case you haven't seen it, not to spoil anything, I get called a boring mayonnaise sandwich. Actually, I get called a boring mayonnaise sandwich bitch in it, which is really fun. So many people have been saying, I love you, boring mayonnaise sandwich bitch. I love it. That's fantastic. The other thing I got called, this is actually my personal favorite, is somebody said I sound like a drunk goose, to which I say, honk, honk. So I have been thinking, I want to start the Drunk Goose Club. What do you say? Will you be part of my Drunk Goose Club? What is it? I don't know. It's just what I'll name us. We'll be the Drunk Goose Club. What do you say? Do you want to be drunken gooses together?
Honk if you're goosey.
Or drunk.
or drunk. Or if you're in a precarious situation while in your car, because that would draw attention to the situation.
But seriously, you guys, we're the Drunk Goose Club, so be thinking of what that means. Be thinking of what our meetings would look like. Lots of cheersing, lots of honking. We wear goose. I'm not really sure. But Drunk Goose Club, proud member. So let's join. Let's start. It sounds like a cult. Join the Drunk Goose Club. Honk honk. Anyway, also a lot of you guys had suggested I start giving out mayonnaise sandwich awards to the worst comments of the week. So I can start doing that. I love that idea. I'll start collecting some of the Sugar's comments and we'll make fun of those as per usual. It'll be lots of fun. But again, thank you for taking the time to write me on that video. I can't tell you how much it means. I appreciate each of you so very much. I truly do. So, changing gears, we're going to talk about what videos I posted this last week and some, what's going on with those. But first, I do want to ask your help for something. I put this out to my Patreon group and they very much delivered. I'm working on a video and sometimes there's just so much to them. There's so much research that you guys can really help me out because you know this stuff off the top of your head. I put it out to Patreon and they seriously answered my questions. And I just wanted to see if you guys had anything else to add, which is I'm working on a video about the times where Meghan was awful to Catherine. Obviously, we know about the obvious. See, listen to me. I'm a boring mayonnaise sandwich. But we know about the ones like the lip gloss incident where she was rude. Meghan was rude, obviously. We know about making Charlotte cry. We know about Meghan wearing the color olive to baby Louis's christening when she was asked to wear more of a cream shade. And we also know about her calling Catherine baby brain. I mean, when I say these out loud, my God, you guys, what a horrible bitch, right? Horrible. Anyway, let me know in the comments other instances you can think of, maybe the not as obvious ones of whatever you can think of, an example of where Meghan was rude to Catherine. The one that came to mind first was the way she stares down William like he's a piece of meat. You know what I mean? Like, that's so disrespectful. And I mean, there's no other way with her. But just let me know in the comments your examples of times she's been rude to Catherine, and you'll see it coming up in a video soon. I'm really trying to work on this one. It's just kind of a daunting task because I feel like there's a million examples of that. So we'll go there. And then switching gears, let's talk about some videos that went up this week.
So I guess to recap from my perspective, I check in on the comments every now and then. You may see me on some of the videos. And then Jen will relay comments that I've probably missed. Yeah, she mentions that a lot. You're not listening to enough audiobooks. But big response to birthday horse.
Yes.
I wish I could say that was planned. That's just how I am.
Explain it in case people missed it.
So that was part of the Spencer video where they were talking about changing their names, and it was in reference to King Charles's birthday celebration, the Trooping of the Color, where he rode a horse for the first time in forever. And, well, not him, but I mean, that's the first time they've done that as part of the celebration. And what was it? I think I was just saying they're just
can't even enjoy his horse in peace.
Yeah, that's what it was. See, I don't even plan these out. I show up and just say stuff. But yeah, I was pretending to be King Charles. I'm like, what are they doing? I just want my birthday horse. I can't have my birthday horse in peace. So that's where that came from. I'm glad it made everybody laugh. But yeah, and then also in the video, that's probably to me the most interesting one of the week. Wanting to change their names to their last names to Diana's maiden last name. It's Spencer. It's so strange. It's like Meghan's always cosplaying as Diana. Harry, I mean, I know there's tragedy there. I'm not going to pile on Harry too much, but he's having trouble letting some stuff go. I mean, it's obviously something bad happened. I don't want to make fun of that, but you got to move past it at some point. I mean, you wrote a New York Times bestseller about rubbing your mommy's cream on your dong. So, That was the main takeaway that I got from it, and that's not good. And then making their, his grandmother's, the queen, her life not very easy at the end. We don't make fun of grandma. Nobody should make fun of anybody's grandma, even especially their own grandma. That's not nice. So I guess that's my weekend review. Be nice to grandma, enjoy your birthday horse, and don't be weird.
Yes. So yeah, birthday horse. So let's add that to the Drunk Goose Club, shall we? Birthday horse. We'll have birthday horses at the Drunk Goose Club. If it's your birthday, we'll send you horse emojis. How about that? Tell us if it's your birthday. We'll send you birthday horses and the Drunk Goose Club.
I know what kind of cake I want next year.
Carrot cake, ayo!
Big old horse head cake.
Oh, God.
I want a Godfather style
with
red velvet raspberry puree at the bottom.
Don't go there, my God. Don't ruin birthday horse for us. Come on.
I wouldn't scream.
Yeah, oh God. Oh man, see, even that made me lose my train of thought. Spencer, yeah, we talk about that. It's funny, Jay, the nerve of that guy. He has a full-time job and he can't just hear about Harry and Meghan all the time for whatever reason. I try. But but I do notice certain things stick in his head and we'll talk about it during the week, and Spencer's been one of them, how weird we find that whole thing. So yeah, we've been talking about that a lot. The other thing that has come up a lot for us is this Harry podcast idea. And can I tell you how much it warms our tiny cold hearts, that our Grinch-sized hearts, that people have been calling them, what do we call it? Vodka, orange, and meta in the comments. And if you don't know what we're talking about, it's a whole thing. Harry had this stupid idea to try to podcast with some controversial people that YouTube doesn't like us to discuss, but just use your imagination. A former president that was orange, a horrible monster that is in the middle of a war that we called vodka, and then that Facebook idiot that we called Meta. So yeah, we keep talking about that podcast.
Oh, yeah. So, see, I'm away and I forget about what news happened when. I forgot about the Spotify thing. That was pretty ridiculous. Almost as ridiculous as Elon wanting to cage fight Zuckerberg, which I would pay for. That's pretty hilarious. What was it? I heard somebody talk about it today, and they said it was the world's richest man versus the world's least human man.
Oh, God.
Which, yeah, watch any video with Zuckerberg. He is... just uncanny valley unhuman.
But so is Meghan, and that's exactly what keeps me riveted. She's robotic.
Yeah, that's true.
There's no soul, there's no warmth, there's no depth. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, she's pretty inhuman too. Although I think she wouldn't put what was it, barbecue sauce on her bookshelf. He gave some Zoom call where he had all this insane stuff in his head. Anyway, I'm going on a tangent about him. Although maybe that could have been the point of the interview. It's like, oh yes, Mr. Zuckerberg, how do you pretend to be human? And he's like, beep.
And then Meghan says, beep.
Yeah, they're too close to each other, and they short circuit from too much electrical interference. And then I mean the other ones like. Probable war criminal overseas. How are you going to interview him? Especially when he brought this up, it had to be in the height of the whole situation. Mm-hmm. Not that it's really calmed down since. So, yeah, I mean, logistically speaking, that's insane. Yeah. And then all of them. It's I don't want to get political or say things that's going to get the video spanked, but. How could anybody be sitting about, thinking about a podcast and be like, oh, I know. Well, and for somebody that hates journalists so much,
yeah.
Like that sounds like a very big ticket journalist, interview. None of it makes sense, and plus it's all insane. I mean, how would they even accomplish that in their 1 hour work week anyway?
That's such a good point. He hates journalists, and yet he wants to do this, and it just, to me, points to the level of delusion that he thinks that these, that anybody wants to talk to him. Can you imagine? It'd be like, whoever he's interviewing, he'd just be talking about, like I said before, Pez, There's just no depth to that guy. So how do you have any kind of conversation with him?
Could you even imagine setting up any of those interviews? Like when it hits their, PR person, press secretary, whatever they have, they're like, "Oh, hey, Prince Harry wants to interview you on Spotify." One, they'd probably be like, "What's a Spotify?"
Yeah.
And then it would be like who? Who's that? And then, oh, that's the one that dressed up as the very dumb thing on Halloween and then took his clothes off in Vegas. Like, okay, yeah, let's talk to him. I'm sure he has important worldviews to share.
Yep, I also posted another look at me with the fake smiles, like this one. It is so bizarre to me, and I did get a lot of comments about this, again, the robotic thing and how I don't understand how you can smile and not have it reach your eyes. I mean, I don't I don't I don't know how you do that. Even now when I talk to you guys and you can hear it in my voice when I say, "Hey guys," like I'm smiling from ear to ear. I don't know how you go through life this robotic. I don't want to know. It's wild. She's definitely short-circuiting. Let's see here. We went into the "Is he kind?" possibly being stolen from Catherine. That was pretty fun. Not that she stole it, but just uncovering, and it leads into another video. I did this whole thing about copyright, and I had a lot of people reach out and say it's my best researched video. Thank you so much. Found so many examples of Meghan just straight up stealing quotes from people and from songs and from well-known people and stuff. There's just no originality there. There's no crediting other people. There's no, even if it was, hey, I was inspired by, I think a lot of people could overlook it, but no, there's just none of that. But anyway, so those are some of the videos I worked on this week. Now, something I got a lot of comments about that I did not discuss. I'm happy to discuss anything you guys want. I'm not avoiding it, but I wanted to kind of explain. I got a lot of comments saying, "Jen, did you hear about Harry in the hospital thing?" Well, so I just never want to be that person that makes a video for clicks. I don't want to waste anybody's time. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to do it for that. So until there's actual, I don't know, until there's more proof, until there's more articles, I just don't feel right talking about that yet, only because it's not that I don't believe it. I just haven't seen full-on proof yet. I've heard everything you've probably heard about speculation. If you don't know what I'm talking about, there's speculation that Harry had a freak out, I believe it was at a restaurant somewhere in Montecito, and then was potentially taken to a hospital. Clearly, even though I can't stand these two and they're awful people, I don't want anybody to go to the hospital. I don't want anybody to have a freak out. That's the other thing. It's not fun or funny if somebody is truly suffering with something. I tend to think they're just suffering with being jackasses, not but that's why I didn't do a video, because listen, I'm here for fun gossip, I'm here for fun talks and serious videos and things that really bother me, but until there's more proof, I just didn't feel right making a video about it.
Yeah, and plus as a viewer, it's just annoying.
Yeah.
Like I was trying to find an analogy because we each have our own YouTube accounts. Otherwise, it'd be total chaos with all three of us. It'd be, scream. Our kid would have the screaming YouTubers, and then Jen's Harry and Meghan stuff, and then my nerd stuff all in one. And it would just be a tornado of confusion. But just speaking from my perspective, when I log into YouTube, mine's mainly technology news and stuff. And there for a while, like when the Cybertruck was the hot topic, it was just everything I saw was like Cybertruck this. Oh, they've announced this, plans for this. Elon's doing this. Look at what Elon said. And it was all fake. And I mean, I knew it before I even clicked it because I read news too. And it was just so infuriating. I'd have to go through and hide all these channels that were blatantly just trying to clickbait everybody. And that's not what Jem wants to do. We talked about that. I mean, if it's real, I mean, of course she's going to talk about it. Sure. But I think I even had a relative hit me up. It's like, "Hey, did you hear about Harry in the hospital?" And this was like 2 days ago, I think. So it was already mostly debunked. I mean, I'm not saying it didn't happen. I don't know. We don't know. Nobody really reported on it other than like what one random channel or newspaper or whatever it was, or not even newspaper, like blog. So, I mean, if it's something credible, yeah, of course we're going to talk about it. If it's something that just sounds like made up clickbait, what's the point? Like, it's just, I mean, like Jen said, it's just wasting everybody's time and being annoying.
So again, yeah, we're not trying to call out any other YouTubers. It might be true, we don't know, but because we don't know, we didn't want to do it. But I thought this was a good place for something like that, where I say, I hear ya, I hear your comments, and I'm willing to talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. I just don't know. I don't know if there's anything to talk about with that yet. But if we find out it's true, yeah, let's talk about it. But definitely leave me your comments on that one if you've heard any more about it, or if you've heard any other details, or if you tend to feel the same, that it's not quite proven yet. Let's see what else. Oh, I just made friends with oh my gosh, I think they're the Sidley twins. I really like them. They're very nice. They're very funny. And I say made friends with. We followed each other on Twitter, and then we were tweeting at each other. But I'm just saying it out loud. They're fun and funny, and I know I've talked about them in the past. I think I shared a clip, and now for the life of me, I cannot remember what the topic was on. But they had some interesting. I think it was Fraud of Harold and Fraud's miscarriage story. It was something to do with that, and they had such an interesting take on it. I talked about it then. But anyway, they're a lot of fun. They're funny, and I'm just saying it here. Like, I enjoy their stuff, and it was very cool that they had tweeted me about it. I just get surprised when anybody knows my channel, honestly. I really do. And so that they tweeted me meant a lot. So they do, it's called Twin Talk. So definitely check that out. They do, and just like that, and they have really funny coverage of that, as well as they seem to follow Harry and Meghan stuff as well. So check that out. I wanted to put that plug in. What else is going on? Anything else on your mind? If not, I will switch into the royal family and what's going on with them this week, because they've had a really fun week.
Nothing really else that jumps out. I mean, I guess the Spotify thing's still the biggest news, and the name change. That's just leave that alone, please. It's so weird.
Yeah, I would put them both in the so weird category. Oh my goodness. Oh goodness, I just looked up and saw this picture in the background. You guys, there are so many pictures like this floating around. Oof, scary. Okay, let's switch gears and talk about, I have been wanting to talk about the royal family. And, I love Catherine, Sophie, Princess Anne, all of them. And so I thought about making a separate video. I'm going to be totally transparent with you. I know some of you love those kind of videos when I do Catherine-centric stuff, but then a lot of you, it's totally fine. You just want to hear the Harry and Meghan stuff, and that's okay. So that's why I thought, well, let's do this like roundup where we just sit down and talk, and then at the end, I'll put up royal family news. So that way, if you want to see what's going on, and believe me, you want to stick around, because wait till you see what Catherine wore. My goodness. But also Camilla took, I don't know if it was an actual dig, but I'm going to report it like this. Let's talk about this. Camilla wore some Dior, and I would like to think that's not clickbait, that's some dig at Meghan. So let's take a look at what Camilla wore, and we're talking about Royal Ascot. All right, let's talk Royal Ascot. So first off, hello. So many people ask me if I saw Catherine, and can I just say, how could you miss it? My goodness. Gorgeous. I believe this was Alexander McQueen, and I'm dead. I mean, how it's not fair that she looks this good. And I'm not even trying to be like Meghan, like, life's not fair. I'm just saying, like, ridiculously good. She looks beautiful. Beautiful. And, I love According to Taz. According to Taz shared this on Twitter. Let me show you. So, according to Taz, shared this. What a stunning photograph. It looks like it was originally from at Camilla Cambridge. The iconic ring. Look at this, you guys. I'm dead. Have you ever seen anything more beautiful? My goodness. The dress, the hat, the hair. I'm blown away. Blown away. She just looks so beautiful. And, I mean, this picture, my God. I just don't understand. Flawless. Anyway, I'm dying over this. So thank you, According to Taz, for sharing this. And then let's take a look at this one. All right. Then Roxanne Reaction shared this one. Again, here's the dress. I wanted you to see it in its full glory. I love everything about it. I really do. Just beautiful. And I I might be overthinking this, but all I could think of, oh, it's a nod to the Queen because the Queen always wore bright colors, so she'd be easily spottable in a crowd. And I'm sorry, how do you miss this in a crowd, right? My God, beautiful. And yeah, just classy as ever and continues to just take my breath away. All right, let's talk about the other thing that went down at Royal Ascot that I absolutely love. Harry's gray suit points out Queen Camilla seemingly takes jab at Markle by wearing Dior after Brand denies her deal. Ooh, plates are being smashed in Montecito as we speak. So here we go. We've got Queen Camilla in Dior. And yeah, look at this. I just love it. It's probably all pre-planned. I'm not so silly as to think that last minute she changed it. But you know what? I'm going to be petty, and I'm going to hope that Camilla is too. And if we're going to be petty, I'm going to say she pulled it off better than Meghan did. Take that. I wish Dior would give Camilla a contract. How freaking funny would that be? Oh my God. Again. I mean, I understand why that would never happen, but I'm just saying, like, that would just piss Meghan off so bad, it'd be hilarious. And you could dismiss that as coincidence, but I'll show you this. I believe it was 2 days later. I think it was on the third day. She wore this. What's this? Well, she repurposed the outfit she wore to Harry and Meghan's wedding. So again, maybe it's coincidence, but it was Prince and Princess of Wales points out, well, it's nice to wear an outfit to a happy occasion. So I love it. That's hilarious. So yeah, she recycled her outfit at Royal Ascot. But something else fun happened. You ready for this? Okay, this wasn't Royal Ascot, but just before it, it was Catherine, Princess of Wales that print is so small, I'm squinting. I believe she was at the National Portrait Gallery, looking gorgeous as ever. And what's that? She's wearing Aquazara shoes. And if you know, you know. Those were Maggie's favorites. She wore them all the time. And yeah, and I love that Catherine happened to wear them. And I'm sure, again, it's a coincidence, but I don't think that Catherine is at all a plotter like Meghan is, but I do think it's hilarious, and I kind of hope it is on purpose. And if it's not Catherine doing it, I hope it's her stylist that's doing it just to give a middle finger to Meghan. Because what happened was, whoever it is that's over Aquazara put this is actually from, I believe, their Instagram page. I'm so not social media savvy, you guys, but I believe it's their Instagram page where they shared it and talked about how beautiful Catherine looks. So can you imagine, again, Dior is complimenting Camilla and Aquazara is complimenting Catherine, and I'm here for it, and I'm sure plates are being broken all over Montecito. All right, and then I want to point out Meghan's mole actually draws attention to, so you got Meghan on the left, and how they're actually supposed to be worn on the right, and that she was basically saying she can't even get the shoes part right because if you look at the bows, they're all crumpled up. I don't know why. Again, petty. I find that so funny that even her go-to brand, she can't wear them right. And so, yeah, I doubt that Aquazara will be tweeting anything out about Meghan anytime soon, but they sure seem to like Princess Catherine. I'm here for it. Oh my goodness. I love being petty. It's so much fun. We can do that in the Drunk Goose Club, right? Honk, honk. Oh my goodness. You guys, this was a lot of fun. I enjoyed just sitting down and talking to you and, doing this roundup where it's like little bits and pieces that I want to talk to you about that I don't know where to put in what video. So you can find it here. And I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Jay, tell everybody what you're working on, where to find you, and what's living rent-free in your brain right now.
Well, the birthday horse has an entire stable.
Yes.
That's rent-free in my brain. But on my own, I'm playing video games on my channel, Dr. Bad Vibes, on YouTube. And occasionally I will stream live. I show up on camera. You can actually check out any of that on YouTube, Twitch, or Kick, whatever your preference is. And I believe, definitely on YouTube. My past live stream is still up there if you go to my page. Same with Twitch. And if you would like to subscribe, it will let you know if I decide to stream again soon, which I probably will. And
you said you got a lot of subscribers recently, right?
Yeah, I have gotten a lot of subscribers, which had to have come from Jen's channel. And based on some of the comments, yes. Even if you don't want to watch my stuff, I appreciate you subscribing. It does help. I'm getting closer to 12,000 subscribers, so that's a big deal for me.
Yay, Drunk Goose Club!
Yay. Yeah, I just do it, and I've got a full-time job, so I just do it part-time. So any growth, I mean, especially if it gets me to do that full-time, would be awesome.
Honk honk, drunk gooses unite! Woohoo! But yeah, so thank you guys so much. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I think that's it. Thank you guys so much for being here. Leave your comments below. You know, that's my favorite part, is going back and reading the comments. I do implore you, if you didn't watch today's earlier video, if you're watching this a different day, go back and watch that one. I was flashing up on the screen. Let me pull it back up again. Here it is. It's because I go into some of the comments of the sugars, and some of them are so unhinged. It's very funny. I tried to keep it light and funny as opposed to going into the dark side, but I hope you enjoy that. And again, thank you everybody who's taken the time to write me on that. Your comments mean the whole wide world to me. I'm trying to respond to them. There's so many. I appreciate that so much. I really do. But yeah, I am excited for the week ahead. Do leave me your comments on times where Meghan was horrible to Catherine. I know there's so many to choose from, but leave some of your personal favorites isn't the right word, the ones that stick with you the most, because I do want to do a video on this soon. It just seems like such a daunting task, and you can't exactly Google that. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard to get that list together, so you'd really be helping me out with that. I appreciate it. And tell me what's on your mind. Tell me what you want to see videos about. I had so many good responses to the look at me. But if you have another topic of look at me you want to see, please let me know. I think that's it. Thank you guys so much for being here, and I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you have the best day, and we'll be back to talk again very soon. Oh, Jay and I already recorded one on their Harry and Meghan's popularity plummeting, so that'll probably be out tomorrow, which is Sunday, I would think. Maybe it's Monday. I don't know. We'll see. It'll come up soon, so check for that. And thank you guys for all the love and support. We appreciate you, and we'll talk to you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.